Man's Chinese license has restrictions, which Roger can only assume is a good thing. But how that translates on the roads of New Zealand is another story.
Are you picking up any major errors?
Only Mr. Liz's haircut, sir. Sorry guys, I've got small
Hey fella. Hello.
Yeah.
We'll get onto you in a second. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 4 of Stanley's recovery. He's very sleepy at the moment.
So is everyone.
Everyone's very sleepy, everyone's tired. We would have filmed the intro before going to the vets, but it was an early appointment and neither of us woke up early enough, so we're doing it after. So they have all been to the vet. Stanley's had his checkup. They've checked his what do you call it?
Wound.
His wound, and they say it's absolutely fine. There's no like swelling, there's no redness, there's no leakage and all things like that. So they're happy with it. They're saying it's recovering well. Yeah, you're doing well and it's going well. It shouldn't be long before you're back to normal. However, as most of you will have seen from the title, or whatever the title is, that Pablo is going to die. No, he's not. Little Pabby here. He's going blind. Going blind, can't see. Going blind, can't see. Oh dear. So we had them in for the yearly vaccinations, their injections, and the little squirty thing up the nose.
Kennel cough.
Kennel cough? Kennel cough. Chelsea knows what she's talking about. I just go and pay.
When he had his first ever one.
And you did very well. You both did very well. The
Winston was
injection,
scared
you were
of the
absolutely
table.
chill. Yeah, Winston didn't like the table. He didn't mind getting injected. He didn't mind getting stuff
hated the
squirted up his
table.
nose. He just didn't like standing on the table. He was like, oh, I don't like this table.
This is a Moggy and Pops' dining room table.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you only like standing on tables if there's food in it. So Pabby here, they all get like a good full checkout and stuff, and they found something, didn't they, fella? They found something wrong. What's wrong? What's the matter? You okay? So they were just checking him over, checking his ears, checking his eyes, and they found in this eye here, this one, your left one, something to do with the pigmentation in his eye. He's basically got a spot over his eye, which basically, I mean, this is a common thing in pugs. Yeah, the chances of this happening are very high to everyone's pugs.
What they're
It's
called?
brachycephalic breed, so your French bulldogs and all stuff like that. This is a common thing in these dogs. But yeah, this is very common in these dogs because obviously the eyes protrude, and it is basically some sort of damage to the eye. Now, we don't know what it was, when it was, how long it's been like this. So he could have potentially caught it. It could be dry eye. It could be
Due to his eyelids.
it could be, yeah, something to do with his eyelids, which they seem
Eyelashes.
happy it's not. Eyelashes, there's loads of different causes. But like I say, we don't know. There was never a moment where his eye was sore or anything like that we can remember. So he's done it, it's happened. But basically, I'll throw a picture on the screen now and you can kind of see what I'm talking about because I can't get it with this camera, it moves too much. It's basically like a clouding where the pigmentation's gone in the eye. This is very scientific and technical.
It's basically where the pigmentation disperses and it creates a dark brown or black area on the cornea of the eye, which is like the top lens of an eye, which should be clear. So it's not damage to the eye, it's just creating the illusion that he's got a blind spot.
Yeah, so essentially he can't see
Past
that spot that's in his eye. That'll be on screen now and you'll be seeing it. He basically can't see past out of the eye, so essentially he is like partially sighted in one eye, which explains a lot. It doesn't explain anything. His sight's fine. But one thing we have noticed with him, but he's always done this ever since he was a pupper. And if you watch like one of the previous videos where Chelsea came home, I'll throw like a clip of it on screen now while I'm talking. He does this thing where he like spins around and like rubs his eye on his leg. Maybe he's caused damage by doing that. Maybe it's because
Maybe he does that because
he can't. It maybe is irritating him. No, he does it all the time. Does it randomly. Normally, he only does it when he wakes up, and it's to get like the eye boogies out of his eye, and then he licks the eye boogies off his leg, and then he's happy.
If he was irritated, he'd be doing it constantly.
Yeah, it's only when he gets excited he does that, because obviously maybe he's just woke up or something. It's like I said, it's so hard to know.
But he's not giving us any indication that
he's never once, yeah.
That it's bothering him or
it's bothering him.
Or...
But we do think it is dry eye because, again, focus. If you look at his face on here, like his fur on this, sorry, it doesn't like his face being touched. His fur on that part of his face is just like normal fur. It's dry. Whereas Winnie, but as you can see, you can see underneath his eye there that all that hair is wet, where his eyes are essentially like leaking and getting water out. Yeah, so their eyes are self-cleaning, whereas we think maybe Pablo doesn't have
as many tears. That
good of cleaning tears, so maybe that's the issue. If it is dry, he may have just caught it one time, and you know that could have been that. It's so hard to tell. So we've had a look obviously online. We've done a little quick bit of research and stuff because obviously we are concerned. There's not really much you can do. It can kind of self-heal. Yeah, unless it gets worse, there's nothing really we can do at the moment. The vets are kind of like, we need to keep an eye on it. They can't really do particularly much now, but if it starts to get worse, then we can look into different things. We're going to phone our insurance and just ask them, say, you know, if we need to have eye operations or laser surgery or anything along them lines, will they cover it? Because if not, we need to get saving pennies in case you do need it.
Can't have Pablo with patchy eye.
Can't have Pablo with one eye. On a lighter note, Chelsea.
On a lighter note, it's not something that we're worried about. It's not something the vets are worried about. Like when you look, even just Googling it, which I know they always say, don't Google it. There's medication, there's eye drops, there's loads of stuff that either it'll completely disappear. It'll completely disappear and his eye will go back to normal, or it lightens and then you won't be able to see fully through it, but it'll be partially sighted through it. Like
it'll just be blurry-ish.
There's loads
of
ways.
You still have another eye. You don't need two. You only need one.
I had a dog that had no eyes. So dogs are really good at adapting. So worst comes to the worst, which the vet said no. If he did have to have an eye taken out or whatever, he would be fine. He would get a pirate patch, and he'd be beautiful.
Yeah, the vets weren't really concerned about it. They just said keep an eye on it, because if it does get bigger, then we'll need to kind of look at what we can do with that. But we asked if he would need his eye removed, and they were just kind of laughed at us and said no, it's not nowhere near that. It's nowhere near that stage yet.
But he seemed to think it was quite a common thing, obviously in brachycephalic dogs, quite common, but also it's obviously something that he's seen loads, because he just wasn't like, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to get a second opinion, like.
So yeah, now we've just got to take extra care of Pablo. As you can see, Winston is also taking care of him because he's heard the news. He knows Pablo's I was gonna say not very well, but he knows something's wrong with Pablo now. But if you do want to check yourself and just check their own eyes, it is very simple to do. Simply just shine a torch, a light, just the one that's on your phone or something, into their eye. So on like the top of the eye, you'll see the patch will be actually on the top of the eye. Like I'll show you the photo of Pablo's. It'll be on top rather than like in his eye as such. So it's easy to see. And if your dogs have got it or you do see them, take them to the vets and just get them to check out. Make sure it's nothing serious. Make sure you can check their eyelids, because it can be tumours on the eyelids, or it could be like an ingrown eyelash that's causing bother. There's, like I say, there's so many things that cause it. You can't narrow it down. Unless like one day your pug does run like directly into a point and pokes himself in the eye, like then that's a giveaway. But so this has been a lot of talking. We'll just end this video here for today. We're gonna be doing some more research on it and just getting some solutions and various other things, and obviously making sure all these guys are resting now. Judging by yesterday, they are just going to sleep all day, as per usual. But we'll be back tomorrow for I think we'll do tomorrow, day 5 is like a final daily video, and then we'll just kind of go back to normal videos, because Stanley's recovering fine. There's been no problems with him, so we're kind of just doing these daily videos in case we encountered a problem, and then we could inform you guys so you guys would know. But it's been fine. So we've encountered him. Yeah, we've got a problem with Pablo instead. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have had this with your pugs in the past and have got any advice or any helpful tips for us, then do drop them in the comments down below. We'll go through them, read them, and if you guys can help us out, that would be fantastic, so then we can help other people out in return. And yeah,
peace out.
Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.
Peace out.